Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets&Quants. I have with me today PeJay Belland, who is the Admissions and Financial Aid Director at INSEAD for all the degree programs. Welcome.
Thank you.
So PeJay, what makes INSEAD special?
I think a number of factors. So first of all, obviously the diversity of the program. We're very well known for the sort of the global student body that we bring in every year. We bring in for 1,000 students that come through the program on a yearly basis. We bring in over 80 nationalities. So the biggest nationality represented is about 12%.
Would that be India or China? Or?
That would be India, actually. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
The second biggest one is actually the US.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I think so diversity, definitely. Of course, diversity of background as well. We have very diverse student body with sort of the typical backgrounds, but also the atypical backgrounds. So the doctors, the lawyers, the musicians, and etc.
You have arty types that come, huh?
We do. We love all of our types.
Yes.
But the arty types are always fun as well. So. And then I think, obviously, the intensity of the program, because it is a one-year program. In fact, it's 10 months. So it's kind of, it goes very, very fast. So our students need to be pretty solid, pretty mature to be able to get through the program and all of the different activities going on, which are an integral and important part of the MBA experience. Quality,
Yes.
definitely. Quality of the student body itself, quality of our faculty, quality of the program content, and of course the alumni network.
Yep.
We have a huge alumni network which is very strong, 46,000 worldwide, very engaged with the school, and of course they play an integral part in the sort of the prospective candidates' decision-making process as well.
And you're one of the very few schools that actually has 3 separate campuses on 3 separate continents.
That's right, we do.
Which is pretty unusual.
We do.
How do they work together, and how does that impact the MBA student?
So as you say, I mean, they really are campuses. They're not satellites. So they're fully fledged campuses with resident faculty on each one. The 2 main campuses are really a part of the MBA experience. So students can choose to start in Fontainebleau and spend some time in Singapore, or they can choose to start in Singapore and to spend some time in Fontainebleau. It is all one program. They're all part of the same class.
Right.
The Abu Dhabi campus is younger. That was just founded in 2007. And students can actually choose to go for a module there. It's slightly different. It's not a full exchange period for the moment, but they can fly in and out, get some classes over there, work with some companies in the region, and come back for a 3rd visit, which is really a career forum to see what job opportunities there are in the region.
Great. And is there something new on the horizon at all? New program, new twist or tweak to things?
Do you mean in terms of Abu Dhabi or just overall?
No, overall, yeah.
Well, I mean, so I guess in terms of Abu Dhabi, there may be a possibility to actually spend one full period in Abu Dhabi. So that's something that we'll be trialling soon. There is quite a high demand for that. In terms of new programs, you mean on the MBA front, we've just enhanced our career services offerings, which we're quite excited about. So. Again, because it's a one-year program, it's very important to really start thinking about your career actually before you even come on the program. So there are a number of activities that we will now be requiring students to do before they come on campus, like CV writing, preparing their CVs, etc.
Yep.
We'll be using a lot of online films, etc. to really help them through that process, so we don't just leave them on their own even though they haven't started. And what that means is that frees up some time so that all of our students get to work with a career counsellor from day one, who will really be there to help them think through what they want to do, who they are,
right.
Help them to focus so that by the time they get to the job search, they're really ready and they really know what they want to do, and then they can focus on the job search side of things. So those are probably some of the biggest changes coming up over the next, at least for the next year or so, I would say.
Terrific. What's your best advice to someone who wants to be an MBA at INSEAD?
So a couple of things. I would say it's such an important choice. It's really important to make sure that you're making the right choice. And so I think in looking at different schools, looking at INSEAD, I would always recommend students to talk to as many of our alumni as possible to see if they feel comfortable, to see if they could, they would like to be in a class with these people. So that would be the first piece of advice. The second piece would be on the application process itself. Don't get nervous about it. Don't get hung up about it. The admissions team and the admissions committee are not there to trick the students in any way. We just really want to get to know them. We really want to understand who they are, what their stories are, whether they would be a great fit for INSEAD. And so it seems like a long and rigorous process, but it's a process that works very, very well for us. And I think the students would tell you the same thing, and our alumni would definitely tell you the same thing. And then my third piece of advice as well, again, in making the choice would be, if you can, definitely come to visit one of our campuses. When we can, we will put you in contact with students, we will put you in the class. I think, if they can do it, then it's a very interesting thing to do.
Well, thank you so much, PeJay.
Thank you.
And this is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Thanks for watching.